This is Nathan Fantasy Football League Updates. Nathan, Fantasy Football League Updates, welcome back. It has been a little bit of a break since we've last talked, but as you can tell by this video, it's finally here. The 2026 Fantasy Football League Draft has concluded, and it's time to reveal those picks that the guys made. This is when championships are won and also lost. A lot of craziness happened after the draft lottery. We had two major trades, and you'll never guess who made them. It was the California Poppies making waves in the trade business. Mock drafts were had, all that craziness. And then just this weekend, the 2026 Fantasy Football League Draft kicked off. Everybody selected their teams, and which means the season is right around the corner. We couldn't be more excited, but it's time to bring you all into the fold and catch you up on what you might have missed, specifically in that first and second round of play. So first, we got to break down some big trades that happened from, of course, our good friends at the California Poppies, who every year since we have opened up draft pick trading have traded their pick or gained picks. This year, it was collecting first, and they managed to do it once. Started with a pivotal move with the California Caimans. They traded their second-round pick, which was number 3 overall in the second round, for his second-round pick. So he moved back, but gained some middle-round picks. So he kind of made some strategic moves to move up in the middle rounds. But the Poppies flipped that second-round pick into their second first-round pick. They're picking at 103. They trade with the Baffin Bay Belugas to acquire 105 in this year's draft. It does cost them 203 and 303, along with some other slight change, but the Poppies collecting some major high capital with the 103 and a 105 picks. So that leaves a lot of question marks. What did they do with this draft capital? How did the Baffin Bay Belugas look? Maybe not with the top 10 player in this year's draft class. What did the Michigan Avengers do with their second opportunity at 101? And how did the rest of the board play out? What did the Providence Plague do trying to three-peat? All these questions are going to be answered in this video. We're not going to waste your time. Let's break it down and rewind all the way back to our pre-draft analysis. We join each manager about an hour before the draft to get their thoughts on who they want to take if the draft falls perfectly in the first round and who they're targeting as a sleeper pick. Gentlemen, Michigan Avengers, take it away.
All right, guys, it's Jaden, manager of the Michigan Avengers, checking in pre-draft with a little strategy and some lightning. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm wearing. Got a Gibbs jersey on. Pretty set on him. Been set on him since I got the number 1 pick. I don't know if I'm going to make a little drama out of it. We'll see. But yeah, Gibbs will be number 1 for sure. I've had him the past 2 years, and he's been my MVP, so why would I pass him up? Sleeper of the draft. I like Michael Wilson. I think he's going to get a lot more reps out of Arizona. I know that QB room's a little iffy, but he had a good end of the year last year, so I think he's going to put up some numbers this year.
For our first pick, we're hoping to get Bijan.
And then our sleeper pick is either going to be Nico Collins or Buka.
What is up, guys? Coach, owner, former champion of the California Poppies here. We're taking the player we want to take today in the first round. We want Puka Nacua, and I think we might want Josh Allen. Maybe CMC, we'll see. And my sleeper of the draft, Malik Willis. He's coming home.
What's up? It's the reigning back-to-back champions this year, the Providence Plague, trying to run it back and create a true dynasty in the Fantasy Football League, and starts on draft day. Last year, had some great picks. Didn't necessarily get who I wanted. Both my sleeper and the guy I wanted didn't end up with them, but, they both did fairly well, so I was on the money this year. 104, kind of depends on what the Poppies do. However, if I had a choice, I'm going with the wide receiver, Puka Nacua. If not, Jamar Chase will suffice. But my sleeper, just like last year, it's an early sleeper. The next JSN, Devontae Smith. If he is there in the 3rd or 4th round, I'm pulling the draft button very fast. Mark my words, next JSN is Devontae Smith.
Hello, it's Gavin of the Baffin Bay Belugas, the manager, the coach, the GM, all of it. I'm here to share my draft strategy before the draft, and you'll see what I'm trying to do. So I did not want to trade at all going into this year. That being said, I do not have a first rounder anymore because I traded it back for a 2nd and 3rd rounder, both early. So I'm going to use that to take some good players and just have a really solid starting 4 slots. I am planning on taking probably two running backs in the 2nd round because I have two picks in the early to mid 2nd round. Probably focusing on people like James Cook, Ashton Genty, and then the later one, probably someone like Saquon, or if Genty slips that far, I'll take him as well. And then in the 3rd round, I'm thinking of taking probably at least one receiver. Nico Collins is who I'm looking at for that spot. Maybe 2 receivers, AJ Brown potentially. If Rashee Rice falls enough to get there, I might take him as well. Otherwise, I'd take a top-tier quarterback if they're not gone, or top-tier tight end like Brock Bowers if he's there as well, but I'm not too sure about that. Definitely one wide receiver. Then 4th round, if I don't have a QB by then, definitely got to take a QB, someone like Trevor Lawrence, Caleb Williams, some higher-tier quarterback play. And as far as sleepers and busts, I think JSN will disappoint whoever drafts him in the 1st round. I don't think he'll be bad. I just think he won't be as good as last year, and kind of like a mid to high range wide receiver 1 instead of the top guy. And then a sleeper, I'm saying Baishal Tootin is my sleeper. I would love to get him kind of around the 8th round maybe. I don't know exactly where he's going, but I'd love to get him. I think he can slot in at the running back position. Good luck to the Baffin Bay Beluga team. We'll see what the draft looks like.
All right, Richmond Rough Rider Nation. For our 1st round, I think we're targeting running back here. Gonna have to see who's left. CMC JT is looking like it might be it. We'll take him if that shows. Sleeper, gonna be Pierce, wide receiver Colts. Also additional sleepers. We are going to potentially look to sleep for 2 QBs. We might undervalue QBs a little bit in the early draft here. I think I'm going to target definitely Jackson Dart, potentially also targeting Daniel Jones, surprisingly. And then also watch, calling it, going to be looking for Scatterby pretty early. So, we'll see if we can bag him.
My name is Zach, and my pick I want is Jameer Gibbs. What? And my sleeper is Coastal Wildcat.
Got Travis here, manager of the Cali Caimans. Got stuck with the 8th pick this year. Looking towards a running back. McCaffrey would be awesome. Probably not going to happen, though. Right, looking at Jonathan Taylor to start. If he's taken, I don't know what I'm going to do because I don't really want a receiver, but we'll see what happens. For sleeper, I'm actually looking at Trey Tucker. He's wide receiver 1 on the Raiders and going pretty late. And if the Raiders take a step up like everyone's expecting them to, he could be a valuable starter. So we'll see how it goes.
What's up, guys? We're leaving them to talk about who we want to draft. 1st round, I wanted Josh Allen, but I think he's going to be gone. So here's the play. We have Jonathan Taylor, CD, James Cook, and Lamar Jackson. I think I can get 2 out of those 4 in the first and second round. So I think the play, people are going to call me crazy. I take Lamar first round, and then Connor probably goes like JT, CD, or whatever, and then I get James Cook or whoever's left. That's the play right now. Sleeper, I don't even know. It doesn't matter.
All right, what up, baby? This is Connor. I think with my first pick, I'm either, well, because I got the turn, okay? So it's like I'm either going best available skill position, or I'm thinking maybe Josh Allen. I'm gonna go early on it. I'm gonna start the Avalanche. But sleeper this year, I think I'm gonna go Stephon Diggs with the Commanders. Him and Jaden Daniels, man.
So you've heard all of the analysis. You know who's everybody targeting. But before we can start, we've got to kick it off with the same old tradition, the playing of our national anthem. Another beautiful rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner, and that means it's time to draft. Gentlemen, you are on the board. Michigan Avengers, take it away with the first pick in the 2026 Fantasy Football League Draft.
With the first pick in the 2026 Fantasy Football League Draft, the Michigan Avengers select Jahmyr Gibbs.
Good pick. You expected it. We all saw it.
Meanwhile.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
What? No way! How is this ever possible? Who could have seen this coming? No way.
The second pick, we get Bijan. Third pick in the draft, the California Poppies select Puka Nacua.
With the fourth pick in the 2026 Fantasy Football League Draft, the back-to-back champions, going for Dynasty, we'll bring back Jamar Chase. Welcome back, baby. Ring number 3. Going for Dynasty, we'll bring back Jamar Chase.
No.
Brady again.
Pick number 5, the California Poppies select Josh Allen.
What?
Oh my gosh. Whoa. That's actually. Oh, that was quarterback.
Wow.
Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice.
The California Poppies select Josh Allen.
Oh my god. Oh my.
The 6th overall pick, the Rough Riders will take CMC.
That was my other.
The 7th pick. We're gonna go with.
What's this estimation?
With 8th pick, Cali Cavens, JSN.
Fair enough.
The first pick got us good.
The Bunnies are not known for the first round picks. We've had a lot of running back busts and some Justin Jefferson bust last year. So the Bunny Bandits are going to switch it up. And with the 9th pick in the Fantasy Football League Draft, the Bunny Bandits select Lamar Jackson. Oh! Let's go!
Dude, that was
For the final pick in the first round, the Empire strikes back. And is going to select Jonathan Taylor.
I don't have any specifics.
Oh no. I had a player in mind, now I don't. No, I'm sticking with it. For my first pick, the 13th pick, I'm selecting James Cook.
A thrilling draft. You've got everybody's first round pick, and of course the Baffin Bay Belugas' first overall pick, and the board looked a little different heading into the second and third round. We had plenty of craziness, but we're going to catch you up on that in our rankings video. Every team turned out, well, pretty interesting, and I think this is going to be our most competitive year yet. So coming up next, you've seen our draft video with at least the staples of the team at the first overall picks for everybody, but we've got to introduce you to the rest of their squad. So that means the ranking videos are following suit. So another different format this year, we're going to give you 5 videos and we're going to give it to you 2 teams at a time. So you're going to get to meet every single team this season all the way up to opening kick that Wednesday as the Seahawks take on the Patriots. Of course, we're going to have coverage up until then, but you're going to meet teams 10 and 9 first, all the way up to our top preseason seed. A lot of competitive teams this year. How did trades factor in? Where does our 2-time defending champ, the Providence Plague, fall in? We're going to find out. All that coming up next time. But until then, we thank you so much for stopping in, and we can't wait to talk to you soon with our number 10 and number 9 ranked teams in the 2026 season here on the Nathan Sports Talks channel.